Fan Hotline, presented by Sullivan Super Service, Pittsburgh trusted plumbing and HVAC provider for over 50 years. And joining us on the hotline right now is our buddy from the Post-Gazette, also 93.7 The Fan, Jason Mackey. Jason, good morning to you, pal.
Good morning, guys. Greetings from Bradenton, Florida. We're heading to Lecom Park here. It is beautiful. I miss you. I don't miss the weather.
Weather's outstanding.
Yeah, it's nice now.
Yeah, you leave and things are wonderful.
It doesn't hit quite as...
So, Jason, you're in Pirate Land right now, and so I know how that is, right? Or like if I'm at Steelers training camp, and the outside world doesn't matter. So you're probably kind of hunkered down thinking Buccos, but, I mean, following from afar then, your thoughts on the potential Aaron Rodgers Pittsburgh Steelers marriage?
Dude, I followed it all day yesterday. I wrote a column on this last night. Yes, I'm in Pirates Land, but I mean, you'd be surprised what a talking point that was yesterday. What are they going to do? I mean, guys are talking about it in the clubhouse. All of us are talking about it. I mean, my thoughts on Aaron Rodgers is I think it's the best available option, and I can't believe we're in this point where I'm even saying that. But I guess I don't love 2 years and $40 million per if that's what the offer would be. I don't think it is. I wouldn't do that. But of what I see right now, man, I don't want Daniel Jones. I don't want Russell Wilson. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers. At least it would produce a bad season, or maybe he would be good enough with those weapons around him. I don't know.
Jason, excuse me. Jason, should the Steelers have paid Justin Fields the 2 years, $40 million? Did they miss out?
I say no, Dorin. That was a price too rich for me, man. Good for Fields. I mean, get all he can. I don't have any problem with that, but I didn't see enough there. I mean, I'll pay Aaron Rodgers $20 million a year.
Wow.
I won't pay him $40. Yeah, that seems steep too. I mean, right now they're just kind of up against it. I don't love it, but what else are they going to do?
I'd have paid Justin Fields $1 more than the Jets did, and I'm living with it because he's 26, and I just don't think $20 million is a lot of money for a bridge quarterback who's young. I think $30+ million for Aaron Rodgers, a bridge quarterback who is aged, is a really bad idea. But let's say he comes here. Do you think it's more likely that it's a crash and burn scenario, which might not be the worst thing, or that he would have the Steelers improved from where they were last year?
I think it's probably a crash and burn scenario. I don't know if like crash and burn. Like I don't think they'll go 4-13, but I don't think they'll be very good. I just think we're going to see if he comes here. I think we're going to see that that's the piece that they're missing, and it depends on how high they're going to get in the draft and to get that piece long term. I mean, I think it'll be highly entertaining, but when it comes down to it, I think 7-8 wins, something like that, is probably a little bit more than I would pick than 4. But I don't see a scenario where like Aaron Rodgers, 10 wins, or I should even say like 12 wins in a playoff victory. That seems a little nuts.
What about Russ? What do you think it looks like if Russ comes back?
Oh, it looks like a 10-7 mushy middle, Dorin. I can't imagine somebody who's getting excited about the idea of Russell Wilson coming back. I mean, maybe you guys are. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but that just does absolutely nothing for me. We know what they are with Russell Wilson under center. Even with DK Metcalf, I don't know how much better I feel or how much different they're going to be.
Do you think that Justin Fields went to the Jets because of the money? Do you think if all was equal that he would have picked the Jets?
I think there's a little bit of a couple things here. I think the money doesn't hurt. I think he wanted to get paid, and they paid him, and they probably paid him more than other people want to. If I'm Justin Fields, and a lot of the indications around this would tell you this, like he doesn't want to be looking over his shoulder. He wants to know that the Jets are going to commit to him. He wants to know that he's a priority. He wants to know he's in an offensive system that works for him, that's going to accentuate his strengths. I don't know if he had any of that stuff here. I mean, I don't know what discussions were like with Arthur Smith and Justin Fields this offseason, but sure, based on what we saw last year, it's not like they were taking advantage of everything he could do. I mean, some to a degree, but I know Pony likes using the term straitjacket, which makes me laugh, but it's kind of true. Like they did not let this guy run an adult offense. And I don't blame him for wanting to go somewhere where they're going to explain a little bit more of a coherent plan to him.
Jason, what's been pushed aside because of this quarterback situation is DK Metcalf. What are your thoughts on the sign and trade of DK Metcalf? 5 years, $150 million.
I was completely blown away, Dorin. I mean, I expected them to address wide receiver in some way. I didn't expect them to do that. I thought it would be a subtle, pure free agent signing and then something in the draft, because of having to get a quarterback, because of having to get TJ Watt an extension and other expenses, even corner. I know that they signed Darius Slay, but I just didn't expect them to shoot that high. Now that they did, I absolutely love it. I still have questions what it means for George Pickens. Like, can those two exist? Is a trade for Pickens maybe the smartest thing they can do to replenish a draft pick? I don't know, but pure player-wise, I absolutely loved it. I'm absolutely fine with the contract. This should be a much more dynamic Steelers offense. I don't know how it can't not be. And I'm just – the crazy part is I just want to know who's going to throw him the darn ball, Dorin.
Yeah, and while they are caught right now in limbo at the quarterback position, Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle, has signed a 3-year, $60 million deal with the Vikings. According to reports, he actually met and talked to the Steelers yesterday. We talked about him as an option. Mark Cabali had talked about him as an option. And you can't sign a guy to a $20 million a year deal right now because you are stuck in limbo at the quarterback position. I mean, they are costing themselves with every passing moment an opportunity to go out and actually tangibly, legitimately improve upon this roster.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Although I will say that I went into this offseason, I don't know if you guys feel differently, defensive tackle is the biggest spot I want them to address in the draft. Like, I want them to draft somebody in the first round who, make no bones, put him right in there, whatever, and he should be playing on a lot better of a deal than Javon Hargrave. I was going to bring him up in a second. But, no, I mean, like, you don't sign Hargrave. You don't sign Milton Williams, dude from where was he at? The Eagles.
Yep.
I'm all mixed up, man. It's early mornings down here, I guess.
You're driving a car.
No, but I'm in the passenger seat. Noah's driving.
Oh, hi, Noah.
I know.
See if I can. Yeah, we pulled into the parking lot at Lecom. So no, I'm not doing this while driving and also putting it on video. Just if any officers are out there watching. But no, I had expected defensive tackle to be rectified in the draft. I still think they can do that. I don't love them missing out on some of the free agents that they did at that position, but I'd much rather they get a quarterback and get that figured out.
Jason, Brian Hayes, I think it was hip soreness or hip tightness.
Yeah.
Is this a story that we're going to be hearing all season long? I mean, this is kind of early for him not to be playing and having some issues already with something that's connected to his back.
I don't think so, Dorin. I hope not. I was out on the field yesterday watching him go through some jumping, leaping, running. He took ground balls. He's supposed to hit today. I know anytime there's Brian Hayes injury talk, that area of his body, that's an issue. I watched him severely hobbled last year, and what I saw yesterday did not look like that. So, I mean, yeah, we're all going to be following this because it's Brian, because it's that part of his body. But I don't get the sense, at least as of now, that it's, some sort of recurrence or some sort of major issue.
Scale of 1 to 10, Jason. Rate Noah Heil's driving ability.
Oh, 10. It's off the charts. He's fantastic. He's way better than me. He's a great driver. He's totally safe. He still has a seatbelt on, as a matter of fact. We're parked.
Oh, you can never be too careful. If I'm in my car, my seatbelt is buckled at all times, to the surprise of no one. Can he parallel park? Noah, you a good parallel parker?
Noah, can you parallel park? Yeah, like a champion.
Do you hear that? Mm-hmm.
We haven't gotten into a situation where that was relevant. Although I wish I could show this to you guys. We park in this grassy lot across from Lecom, and there's a broken down dump truck in the middle of this, just a giant dump truck just sitting in the middle of a parking lot that they, for some reason, can't get out of here. It's been here all spring. I don't know. It's very strange.
Maybe it transports Brian Hayes to and from practice. Give him an opportunity to stretch that back out. All right, Mackey. Appreciate the time. People are texting in, by the way,
guys,
that the Noah constrictor flipped the camera off, so we don't appreciate that.
Did he really?
That's what I'm hearing.
I can guarantee you the Noah constrictor did not flip off the camera, but you won't. Gentlemen, have a great day.
You too.
See you, Mackey.
You can see wonderful behind-the-scenes things like that if you go on our YouTube stream.
And we can't see anything.
No, I pulled it up on the I put it up on my computer here.
Oh, okay.
And got the delay. It's kind of like watching a Godzilla movie where Mackey's lips are just going and then they just look totally different.
It's Godzilla.
You know what? I'm going to be careful with that.